set up. Donations are being accepted at any associated bank.
We've received new details in just the last 30 minutes or so about Radcliffe Haughton's violent past.
Police say he bought the handgun used in the shooting from a private citizen on Saturday, just 2 days after he was ordered to turn in his other guns to police. Brown Deer police also tell Fox 6 that there were no guns found inside Houghton's home after it was thoroughly searched yesterday. Fox 6's Myra Sanchek has been investigating his past troubles, and she is in the newsroom with what she's found. Myra?
Yeah, Haughton has a record of domestic incidents and disorderly conduct in Wisconsin and Illinois, where he used to live. And court documents show within the last year the level of violence was high. From the outside, the picture of Haughton's Brown Deer home on Google Maps shows a suburban ranch home. Several cars in the drive, including a black Mazda Protege. Like the car police were looking for Sunday. What went on inside? A different story. This is the temporary restraining order against Radcliffe Haughton, dated October 8th. Zena Haughton writes about her husband stabbing her car tires. She states, quote, "He threatened to throw acid in my face, burn me and my family with gas. His threats terrorize my every waking moment. He attacked me last week to take my cell phone out of my bra where I hid it from him. He said he would kill me if I left him or ever contacted the police." End quote. The court ordered Radcliffe Haughton to have no contact with his wife and turn in his weapons. It was to be an order that would last the next 4 years. Radcliffe Haughton, an MATC student bound for the nursing program, called his anatomy professor looking for help.
He called me on the verge of tears. At that point, I tried to get him some help.
Haughton did not follow through with that help. In January of 2011, this criminal complaint states Radcliffe Haughton kept Brown Deer police at bay for an hour and a half after throwing his wife's clothes and bedding in the yard. The complaint states Radcliffe Haughton stood in the window, slid open the curtains, pointed a long-barreled black object out the window. He aimed this long-barreled object at Zena Haughton, who stood 3 feet away from the officers outside. The complaint says the incident ended when officers left the scene. The complaint was dismissed after Zena Haughton and a Brown Deer police officer did not show up for the court date. Radcliffe Haughton was never arrested. Now the Haughton suburban home looks like this, boarded up after officers busted in looking for explosive devices Sunday. The lawn still neatly raked. Of course, there are questions tonight about why last year Radcliffe Haughton was not arrested. Well, tonight Brown Deer police released a statement saying, quote, "Zena Haughton was uncooperative. She refused to allow officers into the home and told the officers numerous times she was not fearful for her safety, a requirement in the state statute for a mandatory arrest of the suspect." Brown Deer police further state there was no injury and police could not substantiate that Haughton had a gun. The officer involved could not be there on the court date, according to the release, and asked for another date. Brown Deer police say the district attorney's office instead dismissed the case. Live in the newsroom, Myra Sanchek, Fox 6 News.
Myra, thank you.
There's been a massive outpouring of